I came up here to Ignition APG in Cincinnati, where George is preparing for his pro day and an opportunity to play in the NFL. And performance director Cliff Marshall said as soon as he heard about the former basketball player, he knew he wanted to work with him. And he thinks NFL teams will be just as excited about his potential.
Well, clearly it starts with Sydney Moss. She will go down as one of the greatest Division III women's basketball players of all time. But to me, the thing that really made them unbeatable is the fact that her supporting cast is not just a supporting cast. They are skilled and smart basketball players who are well coached. So that just means that Thomas More is able to beat you in a lot of different ways besides just through Sydney.
The Bengals finished their regular season 12-4, their best record under Marvin Lewis. But all year we've known that this team would be defined by what they do in the playoffs. And a wild card matchup with the Steelers on Saturday gives them a chance to kill 3 birds with 1 stone. Beat Pittsburgh in the playoffs in prime time. Well, guys, I got a chance to chat with both coaches before the game. Coach Olds told me he's got his team focused on job responsibility, with the top priority being to stop Marcus Davis. The Bengals entered this week with even more uncertainty at quarterback after A.J. McCarron sprained his left wrist on the final play of the game in Denver. First-rounder Darqueze Dennard has been impressive so far, not just to the coaches, but to his teammates as well. And that's no small praise considering the Bengals have one of the better secondary units in the NFL. The players who train at Ignition each offseason head back to their teams for training camp with a skill set that gives them a competitive advantage on the field. As for me, this washed-up athlete learned you may think you're in shape until you do a boxing workout. On the eve of the Kentucky Derby, athletes and celebrities filled the purple carpet at the Derby Grand Gala. Now this is your friend Kelly, and this is the 3rd straight year you've brought him. Can you just tell me a little bit about your relationship with him?
Me and Kelly, we're extremely close.
One player who may get to play on Sunday is Devin Still, and by now, just about everyone has heard the incredible story of Still, his daughter Leah and her battle with cancer, and of course how the Bengals have supported them, first by signing Still to the practice squad, which helps pay for her cancer treatment, and now signing him to the 53-man roster. Still said he's surprised and so grateful for the support from everyone. The Bengals have brought in one of their former wide receiver greats, TJ Houshmandzadeh, to be a coaching intern as part of the Walsh Fellowship program. He says it remains to be seen exactly how he can help this receiver group, but even with veterans in that position, he believes he can.
Well, the Dutchmen were led last night by Nate Snuggerud. He came into the weekend averaging 16.2 points per game, leading the Dutchmen on the season. He scored 37 points last night.
As the Bengals head into their final game of the regular season and then the playoffs, an issue they need to sort out offensively is their production in the second half. They've started games fast, but only scored 3 points in the second half of the past 2 games. Sus compañeros de equipo han dicho que su preparación es impresionante. ¿Cómo te preparas?
Bueno, yo me preparo muy bien.